Overton, but before I get to Sue, we're gonna get to these. Luminara. We're gonna go right here. Do you see that? You can even see the flame. We haven't even brought the lights down. That flicker is the difference. That's the Luminara difference. That dance, that real play that looks like the real deal, no other flameless candle has that same kind of irregular, I won't even say erratic, but that dancing movement, that organic movement, better word, $37.99, not for one, but for two. So you're gonna get one that's 4.5 inches tall and another one that's 6.5 inches tall. They are 3 inches in diameter, so they fit all of your pedestals, certainly if you got them here. We are down to one final color, and that is this one that you're looking at, the glacial blue. And we only have 600 sets to go around. I will share with you that when I came here almost 14 years ago, one Luminara candle was about this price, was about $40. That was 13 years ago. So it's hilarious to me that we are actually able to bring, 13 years later, two of them to you for this price. H57265 is your item number, $28 off. 37 is the price. They should be 66. Sue Clark Overton, so nice to see you. She is one of our experts, and especially when it comes to Luminara. Nice to see you. Happy fall.
Oh, it's nice to see you too, Rachel. And I am excited to be thinking about fall coming up.
Yeah.
But I still am loving summer a little bit too.
Oh yeah.
So I love with this sea salt candle. What's so great about it is what they did was they took the wax and tumbled it with real sea salt. So it has such a nice texture feel to it, and it really looks beautiful in the wax. And what's great is because it is Luminara, this is designed by the Imagineers in the happiest place on earth, one of my favorite places to go to. So they did these candles in the Haunted Mansion way back, and now we get to bring you, this is kind of like a limited edition in this beautiful salt wash finish. And I love, Rachel, that you're getting two
of them.
So you can see I just put them on a little charger here, and I have some flowers. But for the fall, you could easily take these off, right? And put your little miniature pumpkins around, maybe some gourds or some of the beautiful fresh little pieces of wheat. And it would just look so stunning and so pretty.
So you have two colors there. We're down to the glacial blue. We only have glacial blue remaining. So if you do have a cream color the way that Sue does, that's great. If you want to get multiple sets of the glacial blue, I would recommend it. By the way, I was a weather woman for a bajillion years. It's still hurricane season. I know we're not thinking about it, but till the end of November, it's still hurricane season. Why do I say that? Because weather. And everybody needs to have flameless candles because weather. My electricity went out like 4 times the other day. I have no idea why. And so I always have stocked and ready my flameless candles. They're out already, but I always have extras just in case power outage, need to be able to see. We don't know how long that's going to be out. Great to have flameless candles. Also, I'm a pet mama, so I have a dog and 2 cats. So oftentimes the flameless candles are in places where tails would swoosh, right? Where an errant tail might swish over the coffee table, and I can't have a tail in a flame. Or if I want to put it in a bookcase and a bookshelf, or if I want to put it, lower to the floor, that's where flameless candles really, they sing more than any other thing. Actually, they do it and can light a place that a regular flame can't.
They really can. And with these, the illumination is so bright, Rachel. I got to say, when I got my first set of Luminara candles, I was like, wow. I mean, really goes up to the ceiling. With these, you put 2C batteries in them, and you get 600 hours of glow time on these. So it's great how long you're going to get to enjoy the beauty of them. And because they are pillars, I just think they mix in so nicely with other pillar candles that you have. And because it's Luminara, you're going to just notice that the movement of that light, it looks like such a real lit candle because of that movement of the faux flame. It's really stunning, really elegant, really high end, and just so gorgeous in this blue. I think blue, as you can tell, I love blue. It's such a calming color, and a color that you can use year round throughout your house. So I just think it's a wonderful gift to give yourself or to give somebody else because it's really elegant and really pretty.
And on that timer, the timer is a 5 hours on and then 19 off. What's great about the timer is that, you know, get multiple sets, set them all around your house, and then it's your lighting. You know, as we get into the, you know, it's dark at 5 o'clock time frame, you get home at 5:30, all your Luminara candles are just on in your home. That's another thing that I really love about it. Another place that I love to put my candles is in the bathroom, lining like a bathtub. No worries about splashing water, right? So you don't have to worry about that at all. The batteries you're going to pop in the bottom, and then you can put it on timer, or you can just do on off, however you so desire. But if you've got somebody who lives in a dorm and you want to give them candlelight, they live in assisted living and you can't have open flame, you've got little people who still want to have that candle experience, but they're little people. They're your children.
Yes.
They are not going to be good around flame. You want to get flameless candles, and these are just beautiful. There are other flameless candles, but it's this flicker, right? That's the point of difference.
It really is, because it's designed really, I think, frankly, by the best, the Imagineers. So, you know, you're getting such a high-end look, something that you don't see in other flameless candles because of the way that flame moves. And you know what else, Rachel? These come with a remote. So you can
Great.
yes, you can actually have multiple timers. You can have it in a 4, a 6, an 8, or a 10-hour timer mode. And in addition, this I think is really incredible technology. You can actually soften if you want to make the flame a little bit less bright, make it a little dimmer, or if you want to make it a little faster, depending on where you are, where you're using them. You have so many options. It's incredible technology, all built into this little remote that you get from Luminara.
Okay, so the remote is genius. I don't have one here, but the remote, does that remote work with other Luminara candles that I already have?
It does, Rachel,
See,
which
and
is
that's
really a bonus.
Yes, yes. So if you already have Luminara candles, this will come with a remote, as Sue just showed. Thank you so much for sharing that with us. That will work with other Luminara candles. So I always love getting that extra remote. You just, you know, point it at the candle, flick it on, flick it off. That means if you're in bed and you want to turn them on, great. Or you can turn them off, you can do that too. $37.99. The savings here is $28. The other thing that we love about Luminara candles is that you're not burning what you've invested in, right? With a candle, you burn it all the way down and it disappears. With Luminara candles, you invest once, you buy those batteries every 600 hours, right? Which on the timer is months later, and you have them for years. I feel like I've had my Luminara candles, the candles that I first bought, I'm sure I've had them for years and years. Like I can't even remember. They're now just a part of my life. I've just had them. Right, for years.
And isn't it beautiful when you walk into the room? Doesn't it lift your spirit up and make you feel good when you see your candles just come on magically? I mean, it is the magic. They come on every night, no matter what time you put them in. And then you just walk into that space and it's so lovely and beautiful and calming, serene. And that's what, you know, worry-free. You don't have any mess from these either.
That's perfect. It's H457265. And yes, somebody in my ear said, who said this to me? Was it Bob? Bob said to me he's had a set for over a decade. Thank you, Bob. I had to look. Had his for over a decade. And again, get these home. See how long you have yours. Sue Clark Overton, thank you so much for being here. Thanks for bringing this. We've got fewer than 540 left to go around now. So this is a retiring style, and they've never been a lower price. If you've ever wanted to try Luminara, now is the time. Oh.